Hey guys, I haven't been uploading in a while. I've kind of been mad at my computer, kind of been mad at YouTube right now, because I actually went to upload my July/August booktube video, like book haul, I think is what you call it, and, it didn't upload, and so I was like, okay, and I was kind of just, like, afraid that the next video I wouldn't upload, and I was like, really annoyed with that, so I decided just to bite the bullet and record the video today. There's gonna be I don't know if it's gonna be two videos or one video today or what's going on, but I just need to upload these, and just get started again. So it's basically gonna be a July, August, September book haul video, because, hold on, I should have had these all stacked up anyway. I have a bunch of new books. Ow, I hit myself in the face. I have a bunch of new books to show. Mountain of books. And I'm really excited about. Most of these are just ones I've heard of, or ones I've been, like, suggested to read. So, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'll just attempt this. We're gonna start with July, which is actually a lot. I got a lot of books in July. My friend was cleaning out of her, she was cleaning out one of her old bookshelves, and she was like, I don't want these, do you want them? And I was like, yes, I want them. So, I got a bunch of books from her. Well, other than this first book, actually. This is the only book in July that I bought myself. This is The Legacy of Trill, Soulbound, if I could read, by Zach Brewer. It's a really good book. I suggest to read it. It's kind of like this girl was born in a world where it's two different races, or types of people, I guess you would say. And there's the barons, and then there's the healers. The barons fight, the healers heal their barons. And when you're born, you're like, if you're born at the same time as the other person, generally a baron and a healer, you guys get soulbound. And she goes on this adventure. Well, not really adventure. She's kind of dragged to the school because her parents are both barons. And so she's threatened to go to the school because if she doesn't, they'll hurt her family. And she gets spellbound to this other person because her soulbound baron was dead. I'm not going to give away how it ends, but it's a really good book. And the next book is coming out as an ebook. And I'm like, Zach, please, make it an actual book. But I guess it's not really Zach making the book. It's more of the publishers like, no, it won't be an actual book. It must be an ebook, which is really annoying. This next books, I say books because they're a series that come together. It's Betrayed and Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. I'm assuming they're related or something. Yep, mother-daughter trio. That's cool. It's basically about vampire, obviously. It's about a vampire, and she gets marked by fleeting vampires and joins the House of Night, a school where she's going to train to become an adult vampire. I haven't read this one. Anyways, I haven't read these yet. I've been reading a lot lately, but I haven't got to these just yet. And, my friend read them. I don't remember how many books are in the series, but they look really good. Rot and Run is another book I got It's really cool. It's got the zombie thing. Whoa! But, it's kind of like, oh, okay, sorry. I have kind of forgot. It's been a long time since I have got this, obviously, since July. He didn't want to, his name's Benny, he didn't want to, like, take on the family business or anything to train to be a zombie killer. Then he discovers what it really means to be human, and his worldview changes by the end of the book, kind of. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. And then there's another one called Dust and Decay, and that one's about vampires. But it's by Jonathan Mayberry, author of Patient Zero. I was unaware of this. The Treachery of Beautiful Things looks really good. I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna be able to give a good description on what this book's about. Honestly, people are like, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, I judged a book by its cover, and I picked this one. It looks pretty. But it's by Ruth Francis Long, and it says, something moved amid the trees, floating like a dream, something that made leaves and bark and root and branch, but not. Tom, she whispered. At the sound of her voice, it turned, twisting around itself quicker than a cat, to peer at her with very bright eyes. Leaves and thorns tangled where her hair should have been. Bark and moss made up the body. Every part of it was composed of living things, of elements of the forest. In the trees, it lurched forward, heading straight for the tree line for her. So, it seems really good. I don't know. I still need to read it. I have a lot of books I haven't read yet. This is, what is it? Oh, Never Slow Dance with a Zombie. And it's basically, these two girls weren't very popular. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, their school gets, like, I guess, I wouldn't say engulfed, infested with zombies. And it's just her and her best friend. And basically, they're finally able to be cool, because, the rest of them are zombies, but they have to just live and walk around with them. And they can't move too fast, they can't travel alone, and if they do attack, don't run. Instead, throw raw meat. They like raw meat, apparently, which is good tips if you ever run into a zombie. And I have The Slayer Chronicles, which is this is a spinoff of Vladimir Todd. If you've read them, if not, it's another good book by Zach Brewer. This is basically about the killer who comes to Bathroy High to kill Vlad. I'm not going to tell you who it is because it spoils the second book of Vladimir Todd. So I suggest reading those and then these. But, yeah. I really like them. And, I haven't really read this one. It's The Broken Ones by Stephen M. Doesn't leave a last name. But he writes similar, kind of like to Stephen King, and I really liked it. Like, the way the writing on the inside was. So, that's not a very good description, I'm sorry. Let's see, August. Woo! We finally made it through July. Oops. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm having to take them out anyway. For August, I got this box set from my best friend, who also gave me all of those books. The Hogwarts Library. Ooh. And it's got Quidditch Throughout the Ages, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and The Tales of Beetle and the Bard. And They all have like interesting little tidbits inside of them. I don't think this one does. No, but it's got a really cool picture. It's really cool. I like it. And then this one is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And it's got dialogue from the characters, which I really like. I mean, it's got Harry Potter, and then it's shared by Ron Weasley because his fell apart. And then, of course, Hermione chimes in, why don't you buy a new one then? And then, of course, Ron, write on your own book, Hermione. You bought 3 dung bombs on Saturday. You could have bought a new book instead. And then, of course, Ron was like, dung bombs rule, because it's Ron. And then this one, it's cool. It's got a library card. And I don't know if you can see it. But it shows who's checked it out. There's Ronald Weasley. There's Neville Longbottom. S. Boners. I don't know. There's Hermione Granger. Padma Palti. I know I mispronounced that. I'm sorry. E. McClan. M. Russell. Hermione Granger, and then Draco Malfoy. Which, Draco! So yeah, that's all for August. And then September, I got these. I got Hatchet, which was my favorite book. We had to read it as, I think it was a 6th grader. And it's this boy gets lost in the woods. Not really lost, I guess. Yeah. His plane crashes. It's been a while. His plane crashes and he's stuck in the wilderness. And he has to, like, basically fend for himself. It's kind of like Man vs. Wild, but he's just a young boy. It's really good. I suggest reading it if you haven't. Forgiven is a pretty good book. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard it was really good from one of my friends. She went to go save her father from a cruel fate and finds herself swept into a world of art and elegance. So, it just sounds good. It's Forgiven by Jane Fox. I keep forgetting to say the names. The Isle of the Lost, which is a book I finally got, and I meant to film the opening, but I didn't because my camera sucks. But it's by Melissa de la Cruz, and it's one of the Descendants movies, like what the Descendant movie was based off of. And it's basically like if the villains had kids, there's Mal, the daughter of Maleficent, Evie, the daughter of the evil queen, Jay, the son of Jafar, and Carlos, the son of Cruella de Vil. And they all have their little, like, stories and stuff like that. It's really good. Book's a lot better than the movie so far, and I've only gotten, like, this much through it. But I only got it, like, a couple weeks ago. Last week? Yeah. And then, this is the last book. It's called Lucid. It's about this girl who can't decide whether she's awake or asleep. Because she goes to sleep and she's Maggie, but then she's awake and she's Sloane. But she can't decide if she's really Sloane or if she's Maggie, if that makes any sense. Because Sloane is a straight-A student from a small town. Maggie is a glamorous, independent, up-and-coming actress in New York. The two girls couldn't be more different except for one thing. At night, they dream of each other. They live each other's lives. They know each other's secrets. They fall in love. But their two lives have never converged until now. Which is a dream and which is real. Eventually, they will have to figure out the answer, or risk spiraling into insanity. But for one girl, that means giving up everything, her life, her love, and herself, just when she finally has something to look forward to. So, I know this has been a pretty long video. I'm really sorry for that. I'm going to be making another video soon. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like it. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you later. Bye!